Hey everyone, I'm in bed with Ryan O'Reilly. Again, for the third time. But today, no music. I'll put the links to the music sessions in the description. But today we're going to talk about a book.
A couple of books.
A couple of books, yeah, but one at a time. You're touring Germany solo this summer?
Yeah, okay. Not just Germany. We've got Portugal, and I just did the UK at British Summertime Festival. But mainly Germany because I live here now. So
yeah, you live in Berlin now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Everybody's moving to Berlin.
Everyone's moving to Berlin because of Brexit. All the Brexit refugees.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's true. Oh yeah, let's not start with that. Let's start with the time traveler's wife.
Yeah?
Yeah. First question. No, it's not a question. Can you sum up the story like in one sentence?
I think it's about, depends how deep you get with it, really. Like, it's about relationships that happen in different realms. And it's obviously about time travel, but it is a love story. It's but about sort of a disconnect and fatalism. So that's not really a sentence, but it's it's kind of hard to sum up in one sentence.
That's almost the next question. What was it for you on a pure subjective personal level?
Yeah, I suppose it's about fatalism, predestination, and a kind of sense that you enjoy or don't enjoy a relationship kind of separately from someone else, that you're in different spheres even though you're together. I think that's what it was about for me.
Did you identify with the main character, Henry, or anyone else in the story?
I had a couple of... Henry is much better written than Claire. Claire is quite two-dimensionally written, which was one little problem I had with it. It's much easier to become attached to Henry. He's got there's interesting things happen. He has a life before her, and so you do identify with him. You don't always like him, but generally, he's the most identifiable character.
Yeah, absolutely. What did you really like about the book?
I like the concept. I think that the idea of...
So maybe you should step back a little. The concept is that there's those two people, and one of them, Henry, is a time traveler. So they meet through different times in their life, and they get to know each other at different points in their lives.
Yeah, so I think when they first meet, when Claire meets Henry, she's 6 years old and he's 36.
Yeah.
And it all leads up to when she's about 20 and they're 28 is the first time, and he's 28. That's the first time they meet in real time. Yeah. And then as she gets older, he starts disappearing back into different parts of her life.
Yeah.
That concept was really is interesting. Yeah. I thought instantly about because he's described as suffering with a chrono impairment, which I thought was quite a nice device. It made me instantly think of the way Alzheimer's patients, people that suffer with Alzheimer's, go back in different parts of their life, and they can be suddenly 15 years old again, and their entire world is waiting for their mum to come home, not realizing that their mother is obviously dead for years, and then they might be 30 and waiting to meet their husband, not realizing that their husband is now an old man. So that I thought was the kind of the parallels there with the impairment that takes you back in time. I thought was certainly a nice device, almost bordered on sci-fi and fantasy, but somehow it still is a romantic drama. So keeping on that edge is where the book's strongest.
Yeah, absolutely. Was there anything you already said that you didn't really like or that annoyed you, like Claire being two-dimensional?
I think that just it might be because now increasingly there's strong female characters that you see in television and film, and it's starting to happen more and more that you identify with a strong female who isn't defined by her relationship with a man. Claire's entire life is defined by her relationship by a man from literally from the age of 6 until I think the last time they meet is when she's 86.
Yeah.
So in a way, I guess that's the point of it, that she's predestined to fall in love with him, but it kind of makes her a bit spineless and a little bit less interesting than perhaps she would have been if she had some sort of rebellious streak, some sort of interests of her own, but it was just waiting for him.
Yeah, that's true. Let me jump to that one. Where is it? Yeah, that's because that's what happens in the book. Basically, from a very early age, Henry tells Claire that they are going to get married. So, what would you do if someone suddenly appeared in your life and told you that you would be married in the future?
Oh, I'd well, if they just appeared like in a big puff of smoke, I would probably believe them, because I'd be like, wow, that's weird, you just appeared in a big puff of smoke. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty suggestible. If someone told me that, I would probably believe them. Say, oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, makes it easier.
Yeah. I have 2 more questions that will get more personal your way. In the novel, Henry describes how he cannot understand that the woman he loves listens to the Eagles.
Yeah, I feel that.
What would be a total musical deal breaker for you?
Oh God, there would be so many.
Yeah, come on.
That's the problem. I'm a nightmare. I'm the worst person to listen to the radio with. Even go to a karaoke night. There is loads that I don't even know where to begin. I feel like Maroon 5 would be a big one for me.
Yeah.
But I think there's lots. I got really angry about watching David Guetta at the start of the France European Cup. Just it made me really angry that was even a thing.
Yeah, I
just
get
like
that.
some DJ gurning away
Yes.
could be. But I think Maroon 5 is more toxic.
Okay.
So.
Also in the novel, there's the epical Millennium Sylvester New Year's Eve. Do you remember what you did at the Millennium New Year's Eve?
Yeah, I wasn't very cool at 14. I think some people had a more interesting time around 14, 15 than I did. So I wasn't at any parties. I wasn't hanging out with any girls. I was with my nan, and which was it's pretty cool. And we watched the fireworks, and then had a cup of tea, and then I went to bed.
And nothing bad happened.
Nothing bad happened. No, literally nothing bad
Nothing
happened.
bad
But it was it was nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a nice note to end. Nothing bad
happens. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you.
Bye.
That I cannot forgive you, I can't forgive you, I won't forgive you for letting me let you go. I can't forgive you, I cannot forgive you, I won't forgive you for letting me let you go.